the Medidata deal, which we believe is going to be the first of many, is a collaboration that takes us in what we call that tech bio space and the tech bio strategy. You're going to hear me talk more about that in the future as well.
Hello, you're watching Proactiv. I'm joined by Bram Goorden, the CEO of IXICO. Bram, very good to speak with you, and congratulations on that Medidata collaboration. Can you explain the context and likely positive impact of this deal?
Of course, and thanks for having me, Stephen. Great to be here again. This is a big one for us. This is an important one. It's Medidata. I don't think requires any introduction. It's a multi-billion-dollar player in the clinical trial space. We've been having very constructive discussions with them leading up to this collaborative agreement now. And so basically what we're doing is combining their what we call electronic data capturing technology and their broad clinical trial support technology with our state-of-the-art proprietary analytics in neuroimaging. And so together we're basically creating what I would call a seamless solution for biopharma for their clinical trials. So what you need to know about Medidata is that obviously this is a very large player in the industry. They are serving 18 of the 25 top pharma, 90% of all global clinical research organizations. And I think in their history, they've served around 38,000 trials in 140 geographies. So this is really a very dominant player, which is very well ingrained. And so for us, it creates, as mentioned, if you wish, sort of this one-stop shop that is really the ambition and I think the vision that both companies have for existing pharma clients that we're already serving today. But of course, especially also now creating that scale, that access for us to many more trials. And also for IXICO to not only serve larger trials, which obviously, as you may remember, through our strategy has very much been the ambition since I joined the company, but also much more complex trials. So I think we've really got a clear synergy here between technologies.
Bram, the commercial momentum that Medidata creates follows some interesting contracts and commercial leadership news that you've shared over the last few months. How does this fit with today's news?
Yeah, so we've been very busy, obviously, with this one. But in the meantime, you have seen in the background that obviously business didn't stand still. We, a few weeks ago, announced the extension of a large global phase 2 trial that was a 1.5 million pounds contract. We've had some other smaller deals as well. So it's been a very busy quarter. And last but not least, maybe I'm very excited also to have welcomed a new chief commercial officer to the company. This is actually the first time that we have a commercial executive reporting directly to the CEO at IXICO. Her name is Tanya Voloshin. She is very deeply rooted in our industry, based in the Boston area, and having worked with some of the bigger players in our industry. So again, a very busy quarter, business as usual, I should say, in our space. But then obviously now with this Medidata deal also really entering into a next chapter.
So where might IXICO's growth strategy go next then, Bram?
Yeah, so that's a good segue. I talked about the next chapter. We're going to stay very true to what we call our ICRO business, or our imaging clinical research organization. But the Medidata deal, which we believe is going to be the first of many, is a collaboration that takes us in what we call that tech bio space and the tech bio strategy. You're going to hear me talk more about that in the future as well for our company. And so this is a strategy whereby we really now bring our proprietary IXI platform much more to the foreground, and where we're going to partner it at the one hand, as you see today with Medidata, to serve more clients at larger scale with more complexity. But at the other hand, we also believe this allows us to start to create a recurring revenue stream and to not only work from one program or one project to the other, but to start to partner also with players such as the one we signed the agreements with today, to look at volume and to look at yearly collaborations that will generate much more of a recurring revenue. So it's very exciting. It is exactly where we wanted to be when we announced that we were going to turn, I think, the company growth around. And so the expectation is that this new deal will, at the one hand, accelerate growth, and at the other hand, create this novel stream of revenues.
Well, I hope you continue to keep us updated with your progress. Thank you very much for your time today.
I definitely will. Thank you so much.
Bram Goorden, the CEO of IXICO.